Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube. Today I'm going to do my go-to summer look. This is the complete product, so if you want to see how I did it, keep watching. So I've already prepped my face and moisturized, so I'm going to start out with Milk Makeup Blur Stick. I'm just going to rub it on. Next I'm going to take my favorite BB cream. It's by Dr. G. It really only comes in this one shade. I take about that much. I just rub it in with my fingers. And next, I'm going to go in with my Tarte Shape Tape. It's in shade Fair. And for this, I kind of like to just do it in segments instead of just putting it all over my face. And then I'm going to put some in the center of my forehead, down my nose, on the little red spots there. And on the chin. So now that I got that on, I like to do fake freckles in the summertime. So I'm just going to use this NYX eyebrow felt tip. I'm just gonna dot them on. If any of your freckles get too dark, you could just dab over them with either your finger or your beauty blender. Next, I'm gonna do a little bronzer. It's really hard for me to find shades that work for bronzer, so I like to use the Too Faced Natural Matte palette, and I like to use the shade Nudie out of there. And I'm just going to use the e.l.f. brush. I'm just going to dab a little and just really buff it out. That's the only place I ever really bronze or contour or anything like that, so I'm not going to do a nose contour or anything more than that. For blush, I'm going to go in with this small blush brush. It's the 159 SE by MAC. I'm going to use this Lychee and Gold blush that I got from Ipsy. It's kind of pink with a little bit of a gold sheen to it, so I really like it. I'm just going to take a little bit of that, tap it off, just dust it right over the apples of my cheek, and work my way up. And then to blend that out a little bit better, I'm just going to use another e.l.f. brush. And then next, I know what you're thinking, I haven't set anything yet. Before I do that, I'm going to do a little bit of a prep on my lower lash line. So for under my lash line, I'm going to use Jeffree Star's liquid lipstick in Queen Bee. This is going to look totally insane at first, but trust me, you guys. So now that I look crazy, I'm going to put some Urban Decay Potion Primer on my eyelids. Okay guys, now it's time for some setting powder. I don't really like to set because my skin's really dry. So if I do, I just set under my eyes. So before I do that, I'm just going to tap my blender to make sure I don't have any creases. And I'm just going to dip the same sponge right into here and pat some right on. I'm also going to set my eyelids so I don't crease. I'm going to try to get a lot on my lower eyes so that when I do my eyeshadow, if there is any fallout, I could just brush it right on off. So we'll just say we're baking. But really, I just don't want fallout. So for eyes, I'm going to go in I'm going to try to use mostly the Take Me On Vacation palette, but I'll probably dip into other things. So first I'm just going to use this shade right here. I'm not going to mess with the whole shades on the back. If you have this palette, you know what shades are in it. You know which one to go to. So I'm just going to do that one real quick as a transition shade just so everything blends good. So now that I have a transition shade, I'm going to go in with the yellow shade. And I'm just using the Kylie brush that came in it because I really don't mind it. And it gets the colors on there really quick and blends them pretty well. So no complaints. The yellow is kind of hard to build up and it does have a good amount of fallout, but I honestly just pick up a whole lot and put it all over. So it could be my application that results in the fallout. Next, I'm going to go in with that brown shade. This time I'm going to use a little bit of a smaller blending brush. It's by Scone. I'm going to be a little bit lighter with this one just because it's a darker shade and the fallout will be worse. I'm going to try to keep this one really just like barely over the crease so that you could still see the yellow. And then I'm just going to go back in with a little bit of yellow and bring it back out / blend in that brown. Next I'm going to go in with my favorite brush. It's the 275 SE by MAC. If I'm just doing like a simple one color eyeshadow look or like literally like 2 colors, pick up both on this one, do a quick little perfect. So I'm going to take the darkest one in this palette, the dark brown. I'm just going to place it in the outer V right here, kind of. And then make sure it's blended. I'll just go back in with the brush I used the lighter brown with. Next, I'm going to do like, I don't know, a little bit of glitter or something in there. So I'm just going to take some of my primer potion again. This time I'm just going to take a little bit on my fingers and just dab it where I need it. So let's go ahead and call this just like a really lazy half cut crease. So gonna take that brush. Just kidding, gonna take the other brush. And blend around where I put that. Then with my finger, I'm gonna take like a Marsk little thing. It's in Your Toast. I'm just gonna press it on with my finger. Try to not get loads of fallout. I'm gonna take the same little MAC brush, just blend that out a little bit better. And to intensify the glitter, I'm going to spray a Eco's Tool brush with my NYX setting spray just to wet it. I'm going to go into my pressed pigment in MAC and Blonde Streak, do the YouTuber thing. I suck so bad. I literally just dropped that and it went everywhere. I'm just gonna I'm gonna pat it on. Okay, now that the eyelids are all done, I'm gonna do the lower lashes. I'm gonna go into that same yellow shade in the palette and just put it and blend out that yellow that I put there earlier so I don't look crazy anymore. Next, I'm gonna go in with a MAC 283 SE. I'm gonna go in with that brown shade. And then with the same brush, I'm gonna go in with the darkest brown shade. And then in with the yellow again. And now that the eye looks done, I could brush off that fallout. I try to do it real quick. Try to get it all off. Alright, now that it's all off, it's 100 degrees in here. I'm gonna brush up my eyebrows. And I'm gonna go in with the same NYX eyebrow marker. And I'm just gonna kinda go in upward motions where my hairs already are. Just really go through the brow. I really don't like to do much to my brow, so. And now I'm gonna go in with some Milani eyebrow gel. When I do this, I just like to get the color in there and brush upwards to give my eyebrows a little bit more fuller of a look. Next, I'm gonna highlight. I'm gonna go in with the Benefit Dandelion because to me, it has a little bit of a yellowish glow to it. I'm gonna use that as like a base, and then I'm gonna put more over it. So I'm just gonna spray a little bit of the NYX setting spray so that it kind of sticks to it a little bit better. And for highlight, I'm using the SL Miss Glam L36. And then, like I said, I'm going in with a different one. I'm going to go in with White Sand that's in the Glow palette. Put some under my brow bone. I'm going to go back in with the Dandelion for my inner corners. Kind of spread that out like really far. Then I'm going to get that brush wet, dip it into the white sand, and really focus that just kind of right there. I'm going to go in with this little highlighter crayon. I'm going to put it in my lower lash line. And doing that step just makes you look a little more awake. So next I'm going to go in with the Smashbox Full Exposure Mascara. I typically never wear falsies. I feel like my eyelashes are good enough, but if you guys ever want to see that, I do have some. Just comment down below. I'll do it. So last off, I'm just gonna put some moisturizer on my lip. And then for my lips today, I'm gonna use the Tartiest Lip Paint by Tarte in shade Rose. And to finish off my look, I'm going to use MAC Prep and Prime. Alright guys, this is my complete go-to finished summer look. If you guys want to see more of my videos, subscribe down below and I'll see you next time. Bye!